Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Eric Percival or Scuffed Gaming, and welcome back to Binding of Isaac Repentance Road to B-Side file. We're going to go ahead and continue on our Road to B-Side. I know the last time I recorded, I did not have voice, and I still barely have voice, although not to worry. The reason why my voice is so weak is usually because some kind of GERD, gastrointestinal nastiness happening behind the scenes, so nothing to worry about. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try to get a run done on Bethany this time. Hopefully get a win on hard mode. Book of Virtues. Let's get stuck in this. I'm going to start out with the Book of Virtues. Get a pretty good starting item here on Host Hat. We're going to just go ahead and get 2 Wisps right off the bat and try not to take damage, try not to lose our Wisps. Of course, it's going to be difficult because we're fighting the Stonies right away. We have played one other run on Bethany for the channel before on my other save file where we have more unlocks, but to make a long story short, the reason why we would be playing Bethany this early in save files is because we unlocked it already, and also because we can unlock Jacob and Esau by getting a win on Bethany. To be fair, I don't know if there's someone we have to beat in particular. If I remember correctly, I think it's probably we have to get a Mother win, which we can't do right now because we don't have the ability to fight Mother. But it'll still just be nice to get a kill here with Bethany, or just get like a couple of completion marks going, if possible. And if not, well, that's quite alright. We have been sustaining a couple of losses for the channel, unfortunately. I know that I was not playing optimally when I was playing Greed mode on this last time that I played it. We actually got a loss, even though I had one of my favorite items, Skinny Odd Mushroom, on Lilith. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't like Lilith. I think Tainted Lilith is way better than original Classic Lilith. It's just dealing with the fact that the shots aren't coming from you. That's the biggest problem with Lilith, is the shots are not coming from you. So if you ever find yourself struggling on Lilith, you know, I get it, you know, I get it. It looks like you're not playing very well on the face of it, because people are so used to the shots coming from you, and it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you know, there's not a whole lot that we can do to... I actually don't know if Goathead synergizes with what we're doing, but I picked it up anyway because I'm a fool. It might make it so that's 100% Devil Deal instead of Angel Deal despite the Book of Virtues. If so, then, well, we'll run with it. Duke of Flies, nice open and shut fight. We will happily take our HP up. We'll head on down. Let's go and see if it changed it. 100% Angel still. Okay. If we don't get hit, which... everyone knows these green army flies, they've got a little craziness to them. But yeah, no doubt, it's harder than it seems sometimes. The whole fighting not from yourself on Lilith is really vexing. It can be very difficult to sort of like predict where your shots are going to come from and predict how that's going to affect how the enemies move. You know, because your shots could accidentally push them in the wrong direction. It is worth noting that our Wisps from Book of Virtues do have Spectral, so we're not really any sort of danger when it comes to fighting those mobs. At least not in that kind of an arena. Wrath, on the other hand, is going to be a little bit of a frustrating fight in this arena because we don't want to let him try to body our Wisps. I'm gonna let him sort of chunk away at these things. We could use bombs, though. We'd be happy to have them. Even Mr. Boom would be nice. Yeah, we just get bombs. That's okay. Okay, alright, well, I guess we're fighting Dangle now. A little bit of movement speed would be nice on this character because it helps us to clear these shots without losing your wisps, basically. We're very fortunate that Dangle has decided he's not going to do a lot of summoning or dashing towards us. We are going to get our... oh, okay. All right. We're going to get a lot of things, apparently. And we're going to get our angel deal going. Crown of Light or Breath of Life. I think Crown of Light is the play. I hope everybody knows that if you wake up both of these at the same time, that they can hurt each other. With the beams. This could be a death sentence normally, but hey. Mama didn't raise no quitters. And there we go. We get both key pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and clear some more of these rooms. It is Curse of the Maze, which is why we got teleported to the boss room. We won't be able to rebuy our Crown of Light until we get full health. But we might be able to get back our full health. You know, assuming that the game gives us a bomb or something like that. Respawn all the enemies and return reward. Very interesting. D7 effect for the hit. For when hit for the first time. I can read. You know what? Let's get a little zany. Right now we could use the room rewards. So the D7 usually resets the entire room, which allows you, in theory, to farm room rewards. I have no idea if this messes with boss battles. I have no idea if that messes with anything like that. There's no room rewards in this room, no sir. Can we just talk about how annoying these stonies are? We get a key. We just need one bomb so we can get 5 cents. That's all we need. Jumper cables. Man. Oh boy, oh boy. We're in for a crazy battle. Here we go. Let's get this. Let's get both of these. Shout out to those of you who have played Cuphead. Fantastic game, really, man. Good day for a swell battle. Oh god, it's the sack room. Yeah, I'll fight 2 Claudies again. Get another key going. Possibly the secret room right here. No? Alright. Sack room is a no-go for me this time. Might get this half heart. Let's go ahead and let's see what's in here. Why not, right? Okay. That's right, this room was Leapers. Yeah, so you can use the D7 to clear rooms after you've cold finished with them. We're going to take the jumper cables because we may eventually get another active item that is better than what we have right now. And if we do, then we would be stoked to be able to charge it with enemy kills. Excuse me. We're very lucky to have Goathead, because Goathead is going to make sure that the door, we get some kind of a deal somehow, some way. Someday, somehow. Growth hormones also gave us a slight damage up so we can stay on par with these enemies. Thank ya. So I want to say it's every 10 enemies we kill, we get another charge. Go ahead and do this. I'm going to re-roll this room. Got some decent room clear rewards. Why not? Or not. Get rid of this wall. Boy. Alright. Big Chub. Welcome to the team. The boss killer himself. Right. And you do still kind of want to use your active items on cooldown. Just find a room, like for example here on the D7, that you can sort of farm. This room, for example, would not be great to reroll the enemies in, even though we're going to be forced to, because sometimes, right, our wisps are going to get hit, and the first time that they get hit, they forcibly reroll the room. Now, this could get old fast, but not a big deal. I mean, obviously the hope is that we'll be able to outrun the number of times that happens with either a different space item or something like that. Now look at the map. It is the map. And we would be interested in having the map. All we need is one more penny. But first things first, let's just fight the boss. The boss is going to be Wretched. Last time that I fought the Wretched, it absolutely destroyed me because it was on greed mode and I couldn't shoot from myself. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Now's our chance to check and see if the enemies respawn also. Okay, so apparently if you use the D7 in the boss room, it teleports you to a random room, question mark? So the short answer is no, you are not going to be able to do that. Take Blood of the Martyr, of course. Good times. Take Coin Purse, even though we don't... well, there's two different colored pills. I'm Drowsy. Power pills. We'll take I'm Drowsy. I'm Drowsy is really good. Still trying to get a penny so that we can get the map, so that we can not waste time in the womb. Don't like to waste time in the womb. I think that's a waste of time. Obviously. Good to know that if enemies would be somewhere, then they will just spawn on top of you again. So I need to keep that in mind also. And we get our penny. Yeah, we'll just go buy the thing. Big deal, folks. Big deal, man. You know, so we didn't go full clear the room. A big deal. God, you guys are so sensitive today. Yeah. Because we have both key pieces, our odds of Angel Deal are pretty high, so unless we take a Devil Deal, we will probably get an Angel Deal. There goes as one of our wisps. Big deal. Big deal. What's your guys' favorite ranch dressing? You know, where do you get your favorite ranch from? I'm talking about this with a couple of my homies over in my Discord lately, and it's funny how passionate people get about condiments. Like, for example, I love ketchup, sriracha ketchup. I know that's really random, and some people are like, why ketchup, you know? What's the big deal about ketchup? And truth be told, it's not really like a big deal. It's just I love sriracha ketchup, man. I love sriracha ketchup. I love sriracha ketchup. Not a big fan of ranch. Not even on wings. Not even really on wings. And I know that's okay. And I know that's probably sounding a little bit crazy. Some people will probably like, you know, that's like the number one for most people. There's no reason for us to go down here, by the way. 1, 2, 2. So we're at 1 HP now. I'm going to use I'm Drowsy in here so I could take blue cap. I'm Drowsy is going to slow down this entire room. And even though we're moving more slowly, everything in this room is going to move more slowly, essentially making these boss fights a joke. Especially because Big Chub gets the chance to just tee off. And that's it. That's the end of that room. Now, I want to say we're at 3 HP out of 5. We get an HP container and we get an HP container and we heal an HP with Blue Cap. In exchange for getting a pretty good tears rate increase, which we do need. We need to be able to still fight for ourselves, which is the big problem that you have with characters like Lilith and Blue Baby, is that they start off with pretty bad stats, and you have to make up the difference so you get back to average. And average doesn't cut it in Shoal and the Wolf. Yeah, you don't want to be average at that point in the game. You want to be above average. 4 Fat Isaacs and a Globin. We could do this room again. Sure. Teardrop with some ideas of getting a luck-based tear effect. 3% chance to shoot poison tears. That's hilarious. Yep. Now, the dream is still Unicorn Stump. Unicorn Stump is one of the most powerful items you can get on regular Bethany. Going here. Yep. 1 extra trinket slot. Don't mind if I do. I'll go back and get the Halitosis Tooth. Go check the store. It's going to be Greed. Apparently you can reset Greed. Apparently it counts as an enemy. Give me some money. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and check for my boy. Magic Mush. Not here. Now we're currently able to outgun these enemies with all of our wisps. These wisps are fragile, but I think they're dealing a decent amount of damage, which is pretty good. There's a lot of enemies in this room that we can kill and get charges back on our D7 wisps. Another bomb. And they are still spectral, mind you. They just don't fly very far. And of course that's going to happen at least a couple times until we get a different active item. Yep. These death rattle rooms are going to be the worst for that because you can't predict like all of your wisp locations at the same time. Do our best though. Can't wait to see what the devil deal is going to be because you know we're not going to get angel deal every time. It's going to be black champion Fistula getting massively outgunned here by our army of wisps. It's a little close. Man, can I call him or what? We could check. Oh, man. I think nay. I think nay. Okay. Yep. That was kind of a neat trick that we did on accident, where we moved out of the way of that first one, then we were able to reset the position of the Globin. We didn't really like where that Globin started because it was so close to the door. Yeah, that's something we didn't want to do, but we're doing it now. We're doing it live. Resetting all these fistula pieces. That's quite alright. Yep. I will happily do this room again. At the end of the room, though. Yeah, one of the most gimme rooms I've seen in a while. For 2 rewards. Some flies, little red heart. Alright. Yeah, we could do this room again. We don't really need the keys, and we don't really need the bombs, we don't really need the money, but we're also doing it for the wisps. It's the item room, okay. Get them out of here, get them out. Alright. Our item room contains. It hurts. No, it doesn't. It's going to give us a tears up every time we get hit in a room. But we can get hit quite a bit because we have a lot of HP. I will play this devil beggar after we're done. Yeah, having some kind of piercing would be nice. These guys are, you know, jerk faces. Not my biggest fan. Not when we don't have piercing tears. And honestly, I would say also that our tears rate is not as good as I thought it was. 3.45 is not fantastic. Our shop contains chaos and a soul heart. I think, honestly, that we just want to donate at this point. So we need to continue to donate to our dono machine. Try to get unlocks. Try to get to the stopwatch. Gives us an increased chance for angel deal, almost 90% now. Store upgrade, of course, great. That's just the way we drew it up. Apparently if you're in one of those puzzle rooms, the game just gives you the wisp for free and doesn't reset the enemies. So we could do that again, although I don't want to. Super Leapers, death. I'll just go back into this room. I'll get another wisp. Fight the boss. Get rid of these bombs. Accidentally almost pushed him into us there. Get a ball of bandages, take the soul heart. Hopefully the angel deals like Sacred Heart. Seraphim. Sure, we'll take Seraphim. Okay then. To play him or not to play him? The Devil Judgment. I think so. You can see it hurts is proccing every time we get hit. Magician card. Caffeine pill, thank you. We could use the speed up, honestly. Gets a little half red heart. Do we want to do the oh, we can't do the challenge room. We don't have full HP. Do we want to play the Bomb Beggar? Maybe. What would he give us? Money, probably? I suppose that's fine. We still haven't jammed our machine yet, so... I mean... This is depths 1, I believe? Yeah, okay. So we'll just head on down. I mean, we have ball of bandages. We have a pretty reasonable amount of protection against random damage. We're still looking for a better active item than we currently have, though. We get a full heal right away. Activating our Crown of Light. Good. That's what I've always wanted, bobbleheaded people. Got a power pill. Great. Power pill does make the wisps invincible, people, so you can use power pills to sort of, you know, clear rooms very quickly, because your wisps deal damage even though they are not able to take damage themselves. It's just so boring. So says Rob Jack. I don't know why I went in this room. Literally no reason to go into this room. Oh god, it's predictive spikes, guys. Ah! Alright then. I think Rob Jack is talking to someone else about Magic the Gathering. You can still let me know. I will listen to you what your favorite Magic the Gathering card is. And why it's not Uro of Titan's Wrath, whatever. Titan's Wrath. Nature's Wrath, and why it's also not, that other guy, whatever his name is. The green-blue planeswalker from Throne of Eldraine. That jerk nugget. It's the best room ever. Can't remember the name of that planeswalker. But I remember he was broken. He like turned things into goats. Just give me 1 second here. I have to look this up. I have to look this up now, because it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me, and it's gonna bother me, and it's gonna bother me. Broken Simic Planeswalker. Oko. See, I said Uro and it blocked Oko mentally. Okay then. Well, We're gonna fight Mom now. Wish us luck. Isaac! Haven't had the best track record against Mom lately. I've been paying attention to the stomps. Speaking of which. You know what's really funny? That stomp did not hit us. It hit one of our wisps. And then it pushed us right back to this room. So let's try that again. So what you're telling me is that when I'm fighting these, okay, that when I'm fighting one of these later on people, that I have to not get hit, is what you're saying? Glass eye, try sagging his beard. Next. What's this? The ace of clubs, huh? I'll take this first. Then my ace of clubs. Oh, it actually turned the chest into bombs too. Oops. Accidente. And we will head on down. Circle protection is going to shoot back tears every now and then at our targets that were shot at us. It seems to proc more often when you're getting hit by like giant waves of bullets, but that might not be true because, you know, it could just be a percent. I don't know what the percent is. I don't know the wiki. I didn't look it up. You can see it activating a little bit there with these death heads. It turns into a purple counter tier, basically. You can think of it that way. The moon, yeah. Cool. I'm still going to make these wisps. I know that it's risky going into late game boss battles, but honestly, like, we get a lot of damage out of the wisps, and it just helps us clear the room, the normal rooms, till we get to boss fights. And the worst thing that can happen is that a boss slowly cleans our wisps, making it so that we don't have wisps. But until then, I kind of do want the wisps for the sake of clearing these rooms. And this looks like it's going to be a double wide surprise. No, it's going to be a double wide boss battle. Yeah. It's what you might call a double trouble. Hey, I got hit. Yeah, something hit me. I think it was a creep. 'Cause I'm a creep. Ba-da-da-da. 'Cause I'm a boo-doo. How long is my dad been missing? I don't belong here. Ba-da-da-da. And it's my... What the heck am I doing here? I want my angel. Oh. Yep, that's the one. That's the one we wanted. So now we have a better active item, because this active item is going to actually give us HP. Which means that if we end up hitting the sack room on the next floor, we will be able to go down one more floor further. And actually, we're going to be able to go to the cathedral with Bethany, because we have a 90% chance to do so. Probably. 80% chance, at least. I am not going to use this now. I'm going to wait. 80% chance angel. We're going up or down one way or the other. We're going to get this completion mark for Bethany. We're just going to have to slowly cleave our way through these. Re-rolling wisps. We'll get there eventually. Yes, we do want another tears rate. We will happily take it and clear all these enemies here. do find the boss room. All right. I'm just gonna use this again so I can get the HP. And I think we're almost out of all the reroll wisps, which is really good news. I'm just trying to get charges for our prayer card so that we can get more HP. All these rooms that have this many enemies is really good news for us because obviously we have still jumper cables. And we could farm these enemies for charges. We've already gotten like 3 in this room. And we're going to get just the full-on another charge prayer card. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and fight Mom's Heart now. Not yet it lives, because we haven't all the unlocks yet. Try not to get hit. Obviously we want to continue to have Crown of Light. Circle Protection blocking a lot of these shots. You can see a lot of them are getting sent back to sender. It can be a little bit awkward to dodge because it's hard to tell which ones are getting sent back, but big deal. We'll get a Wisp. This angel room will send us up to the cathedral. And we will go up to the cathedral because we have nothing to fear. Everything is terrible. The game just got harder. I unlocked the Wisp baby. Curse of the Maze here in the cathedral. I have reason to believe the boss is down. Restock boxes will always appear in treasure room. Was that a rainbow champion? Must have been. This is no place for you, sir. Okay. Down. Sir, this is actually still a Wendy's. You need to calm down. I know that I haven't used that joke in a long time, but that doesn't mean that this is not a Wendy's. It's still a Wendy's. We still provide excellent customer service, excellent customer care. And you cannot act like this. You do not act like this in the middle of my Wendy's. Alright, we're fighting Isaac now. Okay. Can I actually bomb these minis out of there? It's not easy. Ooh, okay. Because I want my minis. I'm not testing that. Okay, well, hold on. What? Yeah. There we go. That should be good. I just want I want the HP. Let's try it again, shall we? Does Big Chub block shots? My boy? Does my son block shots? My son? I think my son does block shots. My son? Oh my god! My son! He blocks shots! I'm so proud! I'm so excited. I should know that by now, but I did not know that my son blocks shots. Okay. So we have the Isaac completion mark, but the question is there a sacrifice room on the floor? Only one way to find out. This is exciting. My son could beat the lamb by himself. Super Leapers, welcome to my personal heck. Not so bad. Got him. Right, unfortunately, you can tell that there's no sack room on this side of the room, of the floor, rather. But maybe there will be one over here. This is actually a Burger King, guys. Yeah, I don't know where the ranch question came from. I just was really curious. Um, a lot of my coworkers love ranch, and friends and coworkers they love ranch, and I don't know where that comes from. Like the truth is that I'm not a big fan of, as I said, I'm not really a big fan of ranch, so I don't know why. Yeah, ranch and blue cheese, and the idea honestly just kind of disgusts me a little bit. Had a friend who straight up just drank a whole ladle of ranch willingly because I challenged him. I was like, $5 to drink a ladle of these guys need to go, man. I can't hurt them without your help, sir. To drink a ladle of ranch. And he did it. And I thought it was crazy. I was like, that's a lot of ranch. I just want to see if there's a, like, it's okay for this run to end game. I just want to know if there's a sack room. That's all. I just want to know. There's not a sack room. There's a challenge room. There's no other way, right? And fortunately, it would appear that this is where the run ends. Which is alright. I mean, we definitely had what it takes to go down to the lamb and smack him. But sometimes it's not meant to be, you know, and sometimes the game doesn't have a sack room in the cathedral. It does seem a little out of place. It can't be there. Right now I'm just looking for the secret room. It's unfortunate, man. Look at all this sweet, sweet De Niro that we had. But yeah, there's just no way. I don't even think that if we found like a telepills, if it would actually telepills us anywhere in particular. It certainly couldn't take us to I Am Error. And even if it did, I don't think I Am Error would take us to, excuse me, to like the chest or anything like that. But we'll do our, yeah, range down. That's quite all right. Just another nice, clean, solid run for B-side. We do get a couple of completion marks here on Bethany. We are eventually going to have to, quote-unquote, go back up through the cathedral down in the future. Maybe not with Bethany. But yeah, that will do it. That will do it for this run. Just a nice, clean run. We'll see what unlocks we get at the end of this ending. We unlocked the Book of Virtues, Spirit in the Basement. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day. Catch you later, guys.